لله رب العالمين والعاقبة للمتقين ولا عدوان إلا على الظالمين. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله ولي الصالحين، وأشهد أن نبينا محمدا عبده ورسوله. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون. يا أيها الناس اتقوا ربكم الذي خلقكم من نفس واحدة وخلق منها زوجها وبث منهما رجالا كثيرا ونساء، واتقوا الله الذي تساءلون به والأرحام إن الله كان عليكم رقيبا. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله وقولوا قولا سديدا يصلح لكم أعمالكم ويغفر لكم ذنوبكم، ومن يطع الله ورسوله فقد فاز فوزا عظيما. أما بعد أيها المسلمون عباد الله، أوصيكم ونفسي المقصرة بتقوى الله، وأحذر نفسي من عصيان الخالق ومخالفة أمره. أما بعد. My respected brothers of Islam, we are welcoming the holy month of Ramadan. But before I start my khutbah, I would like to give 1 minute of advice to everyone who is attending to the khutbah. You know, in every Friday, I see some who came to listen to the khutbah. They are busy chatting. They are talking to each other. And that is never ever allowed. So the Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he said, فَمَنْ لَغَى فَلَا جُمْعَةَ لَهُ. Whoever talks while the Imam is giving the khutbah, he will never get any reward or any ajr from his attendance on the khutbah. So do not spoil your Jum'ah, inshallah. Some are even checking their bank accounts on their mobile phone. Or they are just playing with their phone, staring at it, which doesn't have any value. So we have to follow the sunnah of the Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Okay, let me start. The khutbah of today is about istiqbal shahr Ramadan, welcoming the blessed month of Ramadan, which is few weeks away. And we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make us from those who live up to Ramadan so we can fast for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So, what's Ramadan? Ramadan came from, and the meaning is removing the heat. So Ramadan will remove the sins as the heat removes the dust from the iron. So fasting is one of the 5 pillars of Islam. قال الله عز وجل: يا أيها الذين آمنوا كتب عليكم الصيام كما كتب على الذين من قبلكم. O you who have believed, fasting is prescribed on you as it has been prescribed on those who came before you. So fasting is obligatory on every Muslim who is an adult or who has reached the age of puberty, he has to fast, whether he is male or female. قال الله عز وجل فمن شهد منكم الشهر فليصم. Whoever witnesses the moon must fast. So you will not fast if you are ill, because Islam is based on the ability of the person, or if you are not traveling. فمن كان منكم مريضا أو على سفر فعدة من أيام أخرى. Allah Azza wa Jalla said, whoever is ill or not feeling well or traveling, he will fast other days. So when you are healthy, then you will start fasting. Or when you stop your traveling, then you will fast those days which you missed them. So, and the Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, بني الإسلام على خمس شهادة أن لا إله إلا الله وأني رسول الله وإقام الصلاة وإيتاء الزكاة وصوم رمضان. Islam is built upon 5 pillars. One of them is fasting the holy month of Ramadan. And there are so many virtues. We can mention some of them which Ramadan is different from other months. Ramadan شهر القرآن، شهر الصدقة، شهر الإحسان إلى الأيتام والمساكين. Ramadan is the month that we must be extremely kind to those who do not have anything, and it's the month of Quran, reciting more Quran. It's the month of giving charity. It's a blessed month. وعن أبي هريرة رضي الله تعالى عنه قال قال النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم إذا دخل رمضان سفدت الشياطين ومرضت الجن. When Ramadan enters, all the shayateen and the leaders of the jinn will be put into shackle. They will be detained, so they cannot disturb the believing men and women who are fasting for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is one of the virtues of Ramadan. وفتحت أبواب الجنة, and the gates of the Jannah will be open. The first night of Ramadan, all the gates of the Jannah will be open to respect the blessed month of Ramadan. وأغلقت أبواب النار, and the gates of the hellfire will be shut down completely. What a great blessing. Subhanallah. So the gates of the Jannah will be open throughout the holy month of Ramadan. All the gates of the Jannah will be open, and all the gates of the hellfire will be locked. Subhanallah. وينادي المنادي يا باغي الخير اقبل ويا باغي الشر أقصر So the Messenger ﷺ said, and then an angel will call out. An angel, one of the angels of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, will call out and say, oh, those who want to do something which is pleasing to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, come. It's the time to please Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It's the time to increase your ibadah. It's the time to make yourself busy with the Quran. It's the time to give charity. It's the time to be kind to the orphans and those who are poor, those who do not have anything. وَيَا بَاغِيَ الشَّرِّ أَقْصِرْ. And that angel will also say, all those who want to do disobedience to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, those who want to disobey Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, come down. Stop. Pause for a while. It's not time to disobey Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It's the blessed month of Ramadan. But unfortunately, sometimes you will see that some Muslims, may Allah guide them, throughout Ramadan, they are asleep. They sleep all day. At night time, they play cards. No recitation of Quran, no tahajjud, no salah. But from one channel to another one, they are busy watching films, Hollywood and Bollywood, and Shaitanwood, whatever you call. Subhanallah. وَيَا بَاغِيَ شَرِّ أَقْصِرْ. Those who want to do the disobedience of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, come down and stop. It's not the time to disobey Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So Ramadan is such a beautiful month. Shahr al-Quran. We have to read the Quran. We have to build a relationship with the Quran. يقول النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم اقرأوا القرآن فإنه يأتي يوم القيامة شفيعا لأصحابه. Recite the Quran. Indeed, the Quran will come on the day of resurrection. Will come on the day of resurrection to intercede for those who used to read it with understanding. تقدمهم سورة البقرة وآل عمران يحاجان عن صاحبهما. And Surah Al-Baqarah and Al-Imran will be reading the Quran, and they are defending their friend. They will act about as a lawyer for you on the day of judgment. What will the Quran say? And what will the fasting be saying? يقول النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم يقول القرآن اللهم شفعني فيه. Oh Allah, let me intercede for him, because he left his sleep and he was reciting me all night. ويقول الصيام اللهم شفعني فيه لأنه ترك طعامه وشرابه, because he left his food and drink. So the fasting will be interceding for you and the Quran as well. The Jibreel alayhi salam would come every Ramadan to the Messenger sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. كان جبريل يأتي إلى النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم فيدارسه القرآن. He will come in every month to the Messenger of Allah صلى الله عليه وسلم and they will recite the Quran together. Jibreel alayhi salam and Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. The Quran is a healing from all sorts of ailment. From all sorts of ailment, the Quran is there to cure you. The Quran is there to take you out of stress and out of depression. Even we have never come across anyone who memorizes the Quran suffering from dementia. Can you believe it? Subhanallah. Because the Quran will build the cells into your brain. Subhanallah. It's rare to find someone who is suffering from dementia. Because they recite the Quran. And Allah Azza wa Jalla said in the Quran, وَنُنَزِّلُ مِنَ الْقُرْآنِ مَا هُوَ شِفَاءٌ وَرَحْمَةٌ لِلْمُؤْمِنِينَ وَلَا يَزِيدُ الظَّالِمِينَ إِلَّا خَسَارًا. We will descend from the Quran something that is healing, spiritual healing, body healing. وَرَحْمَةٌ, and it's a mercy from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So the Quran. And there are so many blessings with the blessed month of Ramadan. أقول ما تسمعون وأستغفر الله لي ولكم ولسائر المسلمين من كل ذنب وخطيئة فاستغفروه إنه هو الغفور الرحيم. الحمد لله وبه نستعين على أمور الدنيا والدين وصلى الله على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم. يقول الله عز وجل: كل عمل لابن آدم له إلا الصوم فإنه لي وأنا أجزي به. Every action of the son of Adam belongs to him, except fasting. فَإِنَّهُ لِي, indeed it belongs to me, وَأَنَا أَجْزِي بِهِ, and I will reward him for that. Subhanallah. Every other action belongs to Allah. Salah, charity, jihad, being beautiful to your parents, all other Islamic actions or deeds belong to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But Allah Azza wa Jalla said, إِلَّا الصَّوْمِ فَإِنَّهُ لِي. Fasting is for me. Why? Because there is so much sincerity in fasting. Who knows if you are fasting or not? Maybe you are fasting in front of us. We never know whether you are secretly doing it. Who knows? Who knows whether you are eating or drinking? Only that is between you and Allah Azza wa Jalla. So Allah said, فَإِنَّهُ لِي. It's for me. وَأَنَا أَجْزِي بِهِ. And I will reward him for that. فَإِذَا كَانَ أحدكم صائما فلا يرفث ولا يسخب وإن قاتله أحد أو صبه فليقل إني امرؤ صائم. So the Messenger ﷺ said, if any one of you is observing a fasting, if any one of you is fasting, subhanallah, what should we do? If any one of you is fasting, فَلَا يَرْفُثْ وَلَا يَسْخَبْ. He should not use abusive language. He should not swear at the people. He should not insult the people. But if anyone crosses with you and insults you, what should we do? Should we retaliate and fight back? No. The Messenger ﷺ said, فَلْيَقُلْ إِنِّي إِمْرُؤٌ صَائِمٌ. He should tell the other people who want to fight him, I am fasting for the sake of Allah. Please leave me alone. This is the sunnah which was taught to us by the Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And this hadith is teaching us the akhlaq and the etiquette of a Muslim when he is fasting. What are the etiquettes and the akhlaq of the believer who is fasting for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? إذا كنت صائما فليصم سمعك وبصرك وفرجك وبطنك. If you are fasting, your eyes, they also must be fasting. Your eyes must be fasting. How? They should not look at haram stuff. Your ears must be fasting. You should not listen to backbiting. Your belly must be fasting from eating. And your private parts must be fasting from having an intimacy with your wife. This is the way of fasting. So fasting, الصيام مدرسة محمدية. It's a school. It's a school. The school of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, where he teaches us morality, ethics and akhlaq. So Ramadan is so amazing. Wallahi, when you fast for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Ramadan will come to an end while you become like an angel. All your sins have been wiped out and erased by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala through fasting. وَفِي ذَلِكَ فَلْيَتَنَافَسِ الْمُتَنَافِسُونَ. Allah Azza wa Jalla said in the Quran, and for that, let compete those who are competing one another. So what's our target and our objective in Ramadan? إن في الجنة باب يقال له ريان يدخل منه الصائمون فإذا دخلوا أغلق ولم يدخل. There is a gate inside the Jannah. It's especially designed for those who used to fast in the world. They will only enter to Jannah through that gate. Allahu Akbar. Babu Rayyan, especially decided for those who used to fast in the world. Allah Azza wa Jalla will say to them, Qumu, stand up. And all those who used to fast will be standing up and going through that gate. What a shame if you are barred from that gate on the day of judgment. Because you never fasted. There are so many Muslims, may Allah guide us and guide them, who never pray. Never. They never make wudu in their life and they never fast. أعوذ بالله من ذلك. What kind of life is that? What is the difference? What is the distinction between a Muslim and a kafir? يقول النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم من ترك الصلاة فقد كفر. Whoever abandons the salah has indeed disbelieved. This is what the Messenger صلى الله عليه وسلم said. How can a Muslim go to work and make money and living while he doesn't prostrate to Allah, while he doesn't make sujood to Allah, while he doesn't have any connection with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and he doesn't fast during Ramadan? What kind of human being you are? How can you claim to be a Muslim? Subhanallah. Then they bring that when he dies, they will bring him his dead body to the masjid and say, Sheikh, please, come, janazah, janazah. What kind of janazah? What janazah will do for him? Big shaitan. Why? I will not pray on him. Never. Take him to the garage or wherever you want. 40 years he was alive and kicking in this world. He never set his foot into the masjid. When he is dead, you bring it to me? Do you think that I am a fool? No. Take him to the garage. Don't bring him to the masjid. He should come and pray with the Muslims. If he is a Muslim. Subhanallah. We have seen so many people who do not fast, who do not pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And then they say, Sheikh, make dua for him. What kind of dua is that? What kind of dua? Where is the iman? Why are we coming to the masjid? Because our iman is pushing us. Why? Are we coming to the house of Allah for money? No. We are coming to go to the Jannah. If he doesn't want Jannah, let him stay where he is. It's up to him. Subhanallah. العهد الذي بيننا وبينهم الصلاة فمن تركها فقد كفر. The distinction between a Muslim and a kafir is the salah. The relationship where you have cut off the relationship with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So they should make tawbah and come. شهر التغيير. This month, every one of us should make an oath with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Oh Allah, I have been a bad servant of yours and I made a promise I will change myself. I will become a good person, a good believer, a good Muslim. Inshallah. ألا صلوا وسلموا على من أمرتم بالصلاة والسلام عليه. إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما. وارض اللهم عن الخلفاء الراشدين أبي بكر وعمر وعثمان وعلي وعن سائر الصحابة وعنا بفضلك وجودك وسلامك يا أرحم الراحمين. اللهم أعز الإسلام والمسلمين. اللهم انصر المسلمين في كل مكان يا رب العالمين. اللهم احفظنا يا رب العالمين. اللهم إنا نسألك الهدى والتقى والعفاف والغنى وأقم الصلاة.